Welcome back to the Global Business Channel, and thank you for joining me. In this video, we'll be examining the recent communication from the Financial Services Commission of Mauritius, issued on the 13th of February 2024, regarding amendments to the second schedule of the Mauritius Financial Services Act 2007. These amendments pertain to the inclusion of spot commodities within the scope of financial business activities as defined by Section 2 and Part 1 of the second schedule of the Act. Firstly, we'll discuss how financial services are interpreted according to the Act. Then we'll briefly explain spot commodity markets, spot commodity clearing houses, spot commodity brokers, and spot commodity trading advisors. Next, we'll review the Financial Services Amendment of Schedule Regulations 2024. After that, we'll introduce the Financial Services Consolidated Licensing and Fees Amendment Rules 2024, which relate to the statutory license fees payable to the FSC Mauritius for spot commodity activities. Following that, we'll touch briefly on the Financial Services Spot Commodity Market and Intermediaries Rules 2024. Finally, we'll delve into the key features of the new regulatory framework regarding this updated set of FSC rules and FSC regulations. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I wish you an enjoyable and enlightening viewing experience. The Financial Services Act 2007, accessible on the FSC Mauritius website under Legal Framework and our enabling laws, defines financial services in Section 2 as, quote, financial services, A, means any financial services or financial business activities governed by the relevant acts, meaning acts administered and under the supervision of the FSC Mauritius, and B, includes the financial business activities specified in Part 1 of the second schedule, end quote. This encompasses services or business activities regulated by relevant acts under the FSC Mauritius' supervision. Part 1 of the second schedule of the Financial Services Act lists financial business activities requiring specialized licensing alongside the Global Business License issued under Section 72 and regulated by Sections 73 and 74 of the Act. Notably, Part 1 of the second schedule has been updated to include new activities in relation to spot commodity activities. Each of these activities has specific licensing criteria available on the Financial Services Commission of Mauritius website, which can be accessed by navigating through the Licensing, Licensed Activities, and Codified List of Licenses tabs. According to the announcement from the Financial Services Commission of Mauritius through its communiqué, spot market commodity activities have been incorporated as financial business activities through the Financial Services Amendment of Schedule Regulations 2024, which will be discussed further in the upcoming section of this video. To fully grasp everything, it's important to have a basic understanding of all the newly added financial business activities. We must first comprehend what a spot market is and then what commodities are. In general terms, a spot market facilitates the immediate trading of financial instruments like commodities, currencies, and financial securities, where cash is exchanged for the instrument. In contrast, a futures contract or market involves the delivery of the underlying asset at a later date. In a nutshell, spot means to trade for the immediate delivery and settlement through payment of the financial instrument. Now that we have broken down the meaning of the word spot, we can move to the commodity part of the equation. A spot commodity market is where goods sourced from the earth, ranging from livestock to precious metals, are bought and sold for immediate payment, or settlement. These commodities can be processed into various products like food items, fuel, or luxury items, and are traded by consumers and businesses alike. While some commodities like gold and oil require extraction, others like wheat and coffee are agricultural products. These commodities are traded directly on spot markets or through financial commodity markets via contracts at their current prices only, with the immediate settlement of the related contracts. This is confirmed in Rule 2 of the Financial Services Spot Commodity Market and Intermediaries Rules 2024 under the Spot Commodity Contracts definition. Let's now see how these FSC rules define spot commodity market and spot commodity contracts, which is now being shown on screen for your reading. For future references, when I will be showing these, you may pause the video, and when we are done, we can just keep moving further. A spot commodity broker serves as an intermediary between a commodity investor and a spot commodity exchange. These exchanges typically only accept orders from their members, so individual spot commodity traders rely on the services of these brokers. A spot commodity broker is compensated through commissions, fees, or payments from the spot commodity exchange itself. In addition to executing orders, they may offer research, investment strategies, and market insights. Traditionally, only wealthy individuals could afford the services of a spot commodity broker, but online platforms have made trading more accessible. Discount brokers, which execute trades at a lower cost without personalized advice, have become very popular. They charge reduced commissions, typically between $5 and $15 per trade, and offer online platforms for self-directed investors, with some services charging $0 commissions. Let's now see how these FSC rules define a spot commodity broker, which again is now being shown on screen for your reading. Lastly, Rule 2 of the Financial Services Spot Commodity Market and Intermediaries Rules 2024 defines a spot commodities broker's representative as meaning, quote, an individual who is mandated to perform any of the functions of that spot commodity broker in connection with trading in spot commodity contracts, whether the person's remuneration is by way of salary, wages, commission, or otherwise, end quote. If you are enjoying the content of this video so far, I'd really appreciate it if you could post a like on the video and perhaps even subscribe to the channel, as this would help my growth with the YouTube algorithm and analytics to reach a wider audience. Lastly, if you would be interested in being a sponsor of the next video for 30 to 60 seconds, feel free to email me at theglobalbusinesschannel@gmail.com to discuss further. Now, back to the video. A spot commodity clearinghouse serves as an intermediary between commodities, buyers and sellers in a spot commodity market, ensuring that transactions are validated and completed according to contractual terms. Each spot commodity market typically has its own clearinghouse or internal division for this purpose. The spot commodity clearinghouse license entails validating and completing transactions between buyers and sellers within the commodities market, which may involve commodities such as gold, oil, wheat, coffee, and metals, for example, to name a few. Let's now see how these FSC rules define a spot commodity clearinghouse, which is now being shown on screen for your reading. A spot commodity trading advisor offers tailored guidance and recommendations concerning the purchase and sale of various financial instruments within the commodities market. Trading entails unique risks, often involving the utilization of significant leverage, which refers to the use of borrowed funds to amplify potential returns or losses from investments. Due to the intricate nature of commodities trading and the inherent risks associated with leverage, investors require a higher level of expertise to navigate the market effectively and mitigate potential losses. It is important to note that some spot exchanges or spot markets don't always allow for the use of leverage for trades, which means you need to use your funds on the spot, which can limit potential gains and also reduce potential losses. However, as per my research, findings and conclusion, the Financial Services Spot Commodity Market and Intermediaries Rules 2024 allows for the use of leverage through margining at the spot commodity broker and spot commodity trading advisor levels. However, do not take my word for it and seek your own independent advice if you are going to venture that route. Given these complexities, a spot commodity trading advisor serves as a specialized financial consultant offering personalized advice and strategies tailored specifically to commodities trading. His role encompasses analyzing market trends, assessing risk factors, and providing recommendations aimed at optimizing investment decisions within the spot commodity sector. By leveraging his expertise and industry knowledge, a spot commodity trading advisor assists investors in making informed choices and managing risks effectively in the commodities market landscape. It is important to note that investors may either trade in commodities through a spot commodity trading advisor, who would then in turn process the trades of his or her clients with a spot commodity broker, or these investors may choose to process their trades directly with a spot commodity broker. Each layer naturally increases the overall cost of trading for the investor, but for inexperienced investors, it would be wisest to seek investment advice and recommendations from a spot commodity trading advisor. Let's now see how these FSC rules define a spot commodity trading advisor, which is now being shown on screen for your reading once again. Lastly, Rule 2 of the Financial Services Spot Commodity Market and Intermediaries Rules 2024 define a spot commodity trading advisor's representative as meaning, quote, an individual who is mandated to perform any of the functions of a spot commodity trading advisor, whether his remuneration is by way of salary, wages, commission, or otherwise, end quote. What are statutory and legislative regulations, generally speaking? Government regulations encompass rules, directives, and standards established by government bodies to oversee and control various aspects of society and the economy. With regard to Mauritius, FSC regulations aim to ensure compliance with laws, protect public interest, promote fairness, ensure overall economic stability, and maintain order within the financial services sector. The amendments to the Financial Services Act 2007, known as the Financial Services Amendment of Schedule Regulations, can be accessed on the FSC Mauritius website. To locate these FSC regulations, you can navigate through the sections for the legal framework, followed by rules and regulations, and finally regulations. These FSC regulations, which pertain to the Financial Services Act 2007, are specific to each piece of legislation and are periodically amended and updated as required. Upon reviewing the FSC Regulations 2024, as discussed earlier in this video, it becomes evident that Part 1 of the second schedule of the Financial Services Act has been revised to include the newly introduced spot commodity activities as financial services. These FSC regulations are enacted by the Minister of Financial Services as defined under Section 2 and are unenforceable under Section 94(1)(b) of the Act. They officially came into effect on February 3rd, 2024, marking their commencement and applicability. On the flip side to FSC regulations, what are FSC rules? Government rules for companies encompass a broad set of laws imposed by government authorities, in this case the FSC Mauritius, to govern the operation, conduct, and accountability of businesses and licensees within the financial services sector. These FSC rules aim to ensure fair competition, protect consumers, uphold public interest, and maintain economic and financial stability. Key aspects of FSC rules for licensees include company formation and registration, corporate governance, financial reporting and disclosure, consumer protection, directives, limitations, and administrative penalties for breach of licensing requirements. Overall, FSC rules for licensees form a regulatory framework that shapes their behavior and operations, ensuring compliance with legal obligations, ethical standards, and societal expectations. Compliance with these FSC rules is essential for companies and licensees to operate lawfully, maintain public trust, and contribute positively to economic and social development. Established under Section 93 of the Financial Services Act 2007, the Financial Services Consolidated Licensing and Fees Amendment No. 2 Rules 2024 supplement the principal rules, namely the Financial Services Consolidated Licensing and Fees Rules 2008. They govern the processing, annual, and variable licensing fees payable to the Financial Services Commission of Mauritius. Processing fees are remitted to the FSC Mauritius upon application for a license, while annual and variable fees are paid annually for the duration of the respective license's validity. Notably, FSC licenses are valid and payable from July 1st of a given year to June 30th of the following year. The FSC fees applicable for spot commodity activities outlined in these FSC rules can be viewed on the FSC's website's codified list, which is currently displayed on screen. These FSC rules were promulgated on the 7th of February 2024 and officially took effect on February 9th, 2024. We now arrive at the Financial Services Spot Commodity Market and Intermediaries Rules 2024. The purpose of these FSC rules, as per Regulation 3, pertains to the application and regulation of spot commodity activities in Mauritius. Regulation 3 summarized states that 1. These FSC rules pertain to persons engaged in trading, clearing, settlement, and intermediation of spot commodity contracts within Mauritius. Number 2, however, these rules do not extend to A. activities related to commodity derivatives, B. capital formation or fundraising activities, and C. securitization of commodities or groups thereof, or D. any other commodity-related business activity or arrangement not classified by the Commission as financial services. Lastly, any spot commodity activities entertained must abide by and adhere to all provisions of these FSC regulations on a continuous basis. Lastly, the FSC Mauritius also wants to highlight key aspects of this new regulatory framework. Number 1, existing FSC license holders in securities trading, investment dealing, or providing clearing and settlement services can use an expedited application process for spot commodity related services. Number 2, spot commodity markets may utilize electronic systems or technologies like distributed ledger systems. And number 3, Operators may engage in spot commodity services for energy or environmentally linked financial instruments, aligning with Mauritius's environmental, social, and governance strategies and other legislative frameworks. Thank you for sticking around till the end of this video. Your support means a lot to me, and I hope you found the information, insights, and key points valuable. If you liked what you saw, hitting the like button would be greatly appreciated, as it helps with the YouTube algorithm. I'll continue to share informative content regularly, so don't hesitate to return to the channel for more videos on offshore, global, and financial services. Take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheerios!